It's been a fantastic 2025 season of Motorsports Hour here on TF Motorsports, but now it's finally time to wrap things up at Eastern States Weekend. This time, we cover the Streetstock 25-lap feature, and we see who comes out on top. Welcome to the legendary Orange County Fair Speedway in Middletown, New York. Today is the big day, the Eastern States Weekend, and fans flock to this legendary racetrack for the 200. Last year we covered the 200, but this year we are covering what comes before it. That being the 25-lap feature for the Streetstocks, as this is their big race of the season. And we're also going to get into some last chance qualifying and heat race highlights. I'm Thomas Frasco, and yes, if you haven't been to Orange County Fair Speedway, you must have this on a bucket list, as this is a historic track, over 100 years of history, and it continues to be a big part in New York, as they're excited also for their new season. Jimmy Mayer has that win in the heat race number 1, and heat race number 2 went to Jack Beaumont, someone who's been really a fan favorite in the street stock division, especially a big fan favorite going into this one. And how about that 1 and 2? It is the Slates, Bobby Slate and Jaden Slate, in that heat race. But now it's time for last chance qualifying for the Streetstocks here at the Orange County Fair Speedway. And yeah, we said we were going to cover it. Full race of the last chance qualifier. We are not just doing the 25-lap feature, so you're going to get a little bit of an extra bonus here on Motorsports Hour. Al Winmer in the 66 on the outside, Gary Knock on the inside. They are the ones in the front row to start it off here in this race. And of course, we also have a couple of names also in that field, including Walt Henry IV, and we also have Charlie Donald in the field. These drivers are going to try to race their way into the main event of the Streetstock 25-lap feature. This is going to be a good one here, as the pace truck is soon going to pull in, and we're going to get things underway for our first of 2 races to cover here on this last episode of Season 3 of Motorsports Hour. Pace truck pulls in, and we are going green here in the last chance qualifier. Gary Knock, great start in the 07. He pulls ahead right away, and he is going to keep that lead. And Al in the 66 actually is holding up second place pretty well as they go into turn 3. And we have contact in the middle of the corner, and already we're going to go into a caution. Charlie Donald is around, and a couple of other cars have also gotten a piece of it. And that other 171 car, that is Keith Henry, who has been involved in that accident. And it looks like everyone doesn't have too crazy of damage. It looks like everyone's still going to be in this race. Street stock division seems to be growing here at the Orange County Fair Speedway. As this right here, I honestly don't remember, for the amount of times that I've been in Orange County and raced at, that I've seen a last chance qualifier for the Streetstocks here at Eastern States Weekend. And the top 2 looks to be the same, as we're going to go green once again. And let's see if they're going to be able to get this lap in. Green flag waves once again. Gary with once again another good start. as he pulls ahead in the number 1 spot. Almost 3 wide right there in turn 1 right there, as you saw behind. Everyone makes it out. No caution, everything looks okay as they continue on. Everyone fighting their hearts out to try to make it to the big dance, as they're going 2 wide, sometimes 3 wide to get to this position here. And you can see that Al actually slipped back about a spot. And now it looks like we're starting to see a little bit of a single file formation, except for 3rd place. We got a little bit of a battle over here. Charlie Donald, look at the amount of time that he made up, as he had that accident, went all the way to the rear of the field, and he just made up so much time and ground. He's all the way battling for 3rd. A massive, massive accomplishment there for Charlie Donald in the 32. As we continue on here in the last chance qualifier, Gary Knock just has this thing locked in. He has a perfect line, and he's keeping this thing going the whole way through. And you can see everyone down at the field still trying to fight their way into the feature. Only a few cars are going to make it into that big dance. Oh, looks like that's Al in the 66. He got a little squirrely there. However, he gets back on track, and it looks like we are staying green here. So the laps will continue to tick down as the field continues to get spaced out. Laps continue to tick for these drivers as they try to battle for that spot into the feature. And we got smoke on the turn 2 area. Caution will wave. Kind of hard to tell from here with the trailers right in the way. I think from the model of the car, I think that might be Preston Demarest in the 10. Because he has a black car in the field, a little bit of a much more of a square body. I think that might be him, kind of hard to tell. Whoever it was, he is now out of his car. And we'll find out more once he gets out of that area. Then we'll have a better understanding of who is involved in that. So the Conti continues as we continue to get ready for the 25-lap feature of the Street Stock feature at the Eastern States 200. Or Eastern States Weekend, rather. If you want to watch the Eastern States 200, there's definitely some great people out there who have got some really good content for you. Especially in the dirt racing community. And of course, we're looking to come back to Orange County. Very, very excited for more racing here. For one of the places that we call home. The other home is Sussex County for the fair shows. As we got some really, really good coverage coming up for Season 4 of Motorsports Hour. We got more monster truck coverage, more street stock and pure stock coverage. And we are going to be waiting for the schedules for Accord, Orange County, and of course all the different monster truck promoters like 2 Extreme, KSR Motorsports, Versus Monster Trucks, and many others. We're looking to try Versus next year, as we'll return to some places like Orange County, Lebanon Valley, Sussex County, just to name a few. And we're going to try some other locations as well around our range for this new season coming up, starting at the spring of 2026. You do not want to miss it. And again, if you want to get more information on Motorsports Hour for the new season, Be sure to go ahead and check out the TF Motorsports Discord server, which is in the description if you're watching on the YouTube page and not Rumble and Vimeo. You'll be able to go ahead and check out exclusive information or some pretty fun little things that we have planned, including some behind-the-scenes editing or even some ideas you could possibly chip in. You can let me know, and the episodes will get better as a result. Your feedback, of course, is crucial to making these episodes better than ever. And now they pull him back into the pits. And yes, that is unfortunately Preston Demarez in the 10. Tough break for Preston, as we've seen him all season on Motorsports Hour from Accord all the way to Middletown. He's been a tough player, but unfortunately the Middletown Gremlins got him, and he will not race the 25-lap feature. As now we're getting ready for green flag racing to continue here at the legendary House of Power. The Kotze for the 25-lap feature for the Streetstocks continues at Eastern States weekend. And now they're starting to double things up. We should be going green very soon. Going back into green flag racing, Gary Knock in the lead. And look at Charlie Donald going to second place. That's a really good move there as they continue on. Charlie Donald made up all of that ground somehow, some way. He found out a way to go from the back all the way to second place right behind Gary Knock. He's having a fantastic run and definitely looks like he's going to be qualifying in. And he's right on Gary's bumper now if you see down the backstretch. Meanwhile, Walt Henry IV, he's also not too far behind. Man, I'm looking at Charlie's line now. You can see he is locked into that inside, and it is working wonders for him right now. And Gary went a little bit high. And now here comes Charlie Donald. He is right on Gary. Just separated by amount of inches from the rear of that car. Now he's going to try the outside line. But as we've seen here, the outside line, sometimes it works if you have enough bite, other times it hasn't. And here at Orange County, it really has been a struggle for some of these drivers. Oh, and Al just got a little bit of a spin out there in the 66. That's what brought out the caution. I just realized the caution came out, and now we just got the black flag. As something happened off frame. And now we're going to bunch him back up and try some more. We are still on the build-up here for the Eastern States 25-lap street stock feature. That's still to come very, very soon. It's been a fantastic night here so far, or day rather. A little chilly weather, but not too bad. And now we are about to get things underway once again. Field is now double file. Pace truck is about to pull in, and we are going to soon get things underway once again for the Streetstocks for their last chance qualifier to continue. And Gary once again has a really good start. Charlie Donald had a little bit of a slow start, but He's back on it once again, just like how he left off. He's on the outside. And it looks like he kind of had it there in the turn, but once they got out of the turn, Gary had the upper advantage. So it's definitely a little bit of a tricky situation when you try to go to the high side of the track. You pretty much make or break your run pretty much. And checkered flag will wave. It'll be Gary Knock with the victory. And a couple of the cars qualify into the main event. And then the others, well, they're going to have to pack it up and either go home or enjoy the rest of the night. And that is just the start for what's to come in just a few moments. Coming up next, it's the main event and our final race of 2025. The 25-lap Eastern States Street Stock race is coming up next. Take a look at the best of the monster trucks in one place, allmonster.com. Take a look at some incredible highlights and exclusive clips, and check out the all-new revamped allmonster.com podcast. Allmonster.com, where monsters are what matters. Get the best race parts all in one place, Barron's Performance Warehouse. From VP Racing Fuels, Big Nell, Earl's Fittings, iBox Springs, BC Radiators, Panelfast, and more, Barron's has only the best race parts for your next race. Race like a champion. Visit Barron's Performance Warehouse, located in Florida, New York, or shop online at barrons.com now.
2025, 24 starters to answer the call. Here is your starting lineup. Starting at spot number 24, it is the X Machine of Joe Morris. Starting at spot number 23, he is Walter's husband, maybe his brother. That's the 17H of Keith Henry. Starting at spot number 22, the 27 machine, that is George Van Arsdale. Starting at spot number 21, it is Walter the 37, that is Walter Henry the 4th. Starting at spot number 20, the former champion of this event, driving car number 32, the former two-shot track champion, ladies and gentlemen, the Jalopy Jet Charlie Donald. Starting at spot number 19 in the 07R, it is Gary Ronk. Starting at spot number 18 in the 777, car, it is Glenn Carkey. Starting at spot number 17, he was the Southern California winner just 1 year ago, the 28 machine Kevin Carkey. Starting at spot number 16, it is the 5 machine of Aiden Demarest. Starting at spot number 15, the beautifully prepared number 9G Bob Gibson. Starting at spot number 14, the winner of the event and former track champion, the 33 machine, it is Jim and Jay Pepin. Starting at spot number 13, it's the number 6, he's always a fan favorite, Tyler Romer. Starting at spot number 12, for the 72 machine, this is Kevin Morgan. Starting at spot number 11, a former winner of the Lucky Traverse Memorial, here at the Speedway, the double zero, that's J.B. Norris. Your top 10, a 3-time winner of this event and former track champion, driving car number 75, is the Intimidator, Ray Tarantino. Starting at spot number 9, a former track champion here at the Speedway, he's got the lucky penny on his dashboard. Never a winner of this event, it is the Have a Straw Hammer Mike Finlay. Starting at spot number 8, it is the natural, the 1C Danny Carlo. Starting at spot number 7, driving the 4C machine, picked up a feature win the last time. Points, it's Tommy So-and-so. Starting at spot number 6, the former champion for the Motorsports Speedway in ESW is Jaden Slate. Starting in spot number 5, probably one of the biggest cheaters ever to drive in the Streetstock division. It's the big boy himself, the 357, and the Met Company Racing is Kyle Welsh. Starting in spot number 4, winner of this event, driving the 171 machine, former track champion from the Motorsports Speedway, is Mr. Hurricane Walt Henry. Starting in spot number 3, he is the defending champion of this event, two-time winner and track champion for the Motorsports Speedway and the Orange County Fair Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Funny Bob Slate. And your front row for 25 laps of full fender frenzy action. On the outside pole, 2025 Streetstock champion here at the Speedway, the 191, it is Jack Beaumont. Courtesy assurance toy, he'll pick up an additional $75. And your pole award winner, he is a former four-time champion of this event, multi-time track champion from here at the Orange County Fair Speedway, also the pole award winner, $150 courtesy of Crackers Motorsports. Ladies and gentlemen, my best friend in the entire world is the big man, Jimmy Barnes. That is your starting lineup for 25 laps of full fender action here at Eastern States Weekend 2025. 1, 2, 3, gentlemen, start your engines!
Welcome back to the season finale of Motorsports Hour Season 3. I'm Thomas Frasco, and now we are here at the main event of the Streetstocks, and this is our last race of the season. It is the 25-lap Streetstocks. As you just heard, the full lineup, and things are about to get crazy here at Middletown. And before the race even begins, as tradition, we're going 4 wide for a 4 wide salute here at the legendary House of Power. And now I'll just keep silent for a moment. It is just absolute goosebumps out here as these superstars are about to battle it out for the win one more time here at the Orange County Fair Speedway. And this, of course, is before the Eastern States 200, which, of course, many have covered on their channels. If you want to take a look at them, be sure to go ahead and do so, as we did that last year, but we decided to just enjoy this year as a race fan. And yeah, you can see everyone just camping out there in the backstretch, driving, ready to see a great race. And I think, honestly, if we come back to Motorsports Hour for, if Orange County comes back next year, I think something what I should try, maybe go in the backstretch. Maybe to say that I did it. So I see a lot of people will have some pretty fond memories of the backstretch driving, so I think it'd be nice to try that out maybe next year for maybe one race. Now the drivers start to go, separate themselves. They get back to a 2 wide formation, as pretty soon we are going to go green here at the Orange County Fair Speedway for the Streetstock 25-lap feature. Now we're going to have a question for you at home. What was your favorite episode from Season 3 of Motorsports Hour? As from all 16, including this episode right here, all 17 episodes of Motorsports Hour, what was your favorite and why? Be sure to go ahead and put your comment down. We cannot wait for next year, and we just want to spark some a little bit of a conversation here and also maybe a little bit of feedback. Jimmy Meyer and Jack Beaumont will lead this field of talented superstars, as there is so many street stocks in this race. It's going to be a classic as the white flag flies, which means we're going green next time around. It's going to be an all-out dash for 25 laps straight, as usually with Orange County Street Stocks it's 15 laps, but however, for the Eastern States race, it's double to 25. And I gotta say, I've done this race once, and it could put a number on you. It's a pretty big workout, especially for 25 laps straight if you're not used to it, as I was back in 2023. It's time to wrap up the season on a high note. Eastern States 25 lap feature for the Street Stocks is underway. Bobby Slade in the number 8 goes up to the second place spot, trying to challenge for Jack Beaumont. Meanwhile, Jimmy Meyer right there in the number 1, he holds his position. And look at that shot, just everyone going 2 wide, nearly 3 wide, battling right out of the get-go. And they know they got to keep the draft in, so they got to make sure that they stay on everyone. But you can see it's pretty dusty out there as they go into turn 1 and turn 4. That dust is kicking, so that might be a little trouble for some of the drivers out here. Jaden Slate, he's now in 3rd place as they continue to battle. As he, as we saw, is a big heavy hitter when it comes to the Accord Speedway, but Orange County, he's equally as a heavy hitter as he is in Accord. Caution waves right away. We have a couple of cars, looks to be out of shape, as this will bring out our first caution already of the afternoon. Looks like that is Aiden Demarest who might have been involved in that accident. And you can see with more cars, well, more traffic. Continuing on here at the Eastern States 25 lap feature for the Street Stock division, in memoriam of Mikey Traverse. Mike Traverse, unfortunately passed away earlier before the season began. As for Orange County, they've been paying tribute to him all season long, as he gave so much to the racing community, especially with the Street Stocks as well. So everyone went out of their way to pay tribute to Mike, and they continue to do so. And it won't be just for this year; it'll be for every year to come. Everyone single file. I believe we might be going green flag racing soon. As now they start, looks like they're going to stay single file from what I can see.
So again, big thank you to our sponsors. Number remembrance of Dan Maritza, Bulldog Concrete, Crackers Motorsports, our very own Rick Ryder, 8th and 15th place finisher of the year, going to receive an extra $15 apiece of everything. Sharon's Toy. Thank you to Crackers Motorsports.
All right, there we go. We're going double file. Looks like we're going to be going green flag racing very, very soon now, as that's a good sign. And yep, there is that white flag, giving that signal that we're going to be good to go. Now we're continuing the race here in just a moment. Jimmy Mayer right there in the number 1 stays in the number 1 spot, but he has Bobby Slate right next to him. one of the most winningest drivers in the street stock division at the Orange County Fair Speedway. Many accolades to his career. He's right there in the top spot, and oh, by the way, he's the defending champion of the Street Stock 25 lap feature. He won this last year. All right, green flag back in the air, and Jimmy with a good start. And we're going to see if that outside line helps some of these drivers, because unlike previous years, this one doesn't seem to be working pretty well for some of the drivers. A lot of them try it, but they seem to be falling back because it's very, very slick, as we got some reports out that it is a pretty slick track this year. And we have another issue. I believe that might have been just the 10 that might have been involved in that. Unclear of what happened, but the caution did come back out. So we'll start stacking things up once again here for the street stocks. Yellow flag back in the air at Middletown. And the sun starts to set here at the legendary House of Power, as you see. And everyone in the big block modifieds get their stuff prepped.
Has gone pit side with number 30.
Bobby Slate, Jimmy Mayer right there. Top spots. Meanwhile, Jack Beaumont, Jaden Slate, they're in the top 4. Those guys are definitely huge heavy hitters and definitely some favorites going into this race. Continuing to stay on yellow once again. And yeah, you can see you have 2 slate cars right there in the top 4 as they are getting ready for some racing to come. Hang on a second. Bobby Slate pulls off the track. Your defending race winner from last year pulls off. Something goes wrong with Bob's car.
Slate pulls off the Speedway. We see the crew rushing feverishly over there.
As in the corner of our eye, as you saw as we were going and we were getting some shots here, you saw Bobby Slate start to drift off out of line. And yes, getting the word, Bobby Slate, he is out of the 25 lap feature, which means you're going to get a guaranteed new winner when the checker flag flies. Back to green, single file restart. Man, tough break for Bobby Slate in the number 8. But we do have another 8 that's still in the field. That is Jaden Slate, Bobby's son. He is driving, and he is back in second, battling with Jack Beaumont. Meanwhile, Jimmy Mayer right there in the number 1 spot. He still has that lead, and look out! Jaden Slate! Oh, man, he just saved it. Continues. I thought that was going to be it for Jaden Slate. He got loose in turn 4, but he still holds on, and he's still in this race. I don't believe it. And now they continue down on the backstretch. Look at that, it is just a massive chunk of cars right behind there. And now we got some contact. 1 car bounces off on the backstretch. That's going to be a caution. And also kind of unclear of who did it. Kind of hard to tell from this angle. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of a wreck. So now we continue now back into yellow flag conditions once again here at the Orange County Fair Speedway, Eastern States. 25 lap feature starts to wind down just a little bit. Jimmy Mayer, he's been at the top all race long. The question is, will he stay there long enough? Will something happen, or will he stay up there for the full 25? David Slate, a fantastic save for him. He stays in this race. However, he's dropped back a few spots. We'll see how he does here. White flag. Back out on the speedway. Double file once again. Everyone starting to get into that formation.
Sitting in the 11th position. He started in spot number 20. There is a $100 bonus for the hard charger award.
Right there,
courtesy
still
of myself.
having
I'm
a
not going to wait one of my
fantastic
teams
run this entire race. The question is, will it be enough? But Jack Beaumont, who's won practically everything here on this division at Orange County, he has never won this race. He's right there in the second place spot. Green flag waves once again. Jimmy Mayer right there with a great start as they go into turn one. Dust continues to fly, kind of hard to see from here.
He's looking pretty good on the outside.
Going down on the backstretch, everything looks like it's gone well. Going into turn three. Drivers fighting, trying to keep their spots. Everyone at good speeds, look out! Bam! Right in the wall, caution waves. That's a tough break. That is Bob Gibson in the number 9. Tough break for him. And there's the aftermath, a little bit of damage. And it looks like there may be stuff leaking from the car. Tough break. As he was just in the he was just in like the worst spot, the worst time, and that could happen. And just like that, the day is over, and he's gonna pull that car in and bring it back to the trailer. Bob Gibson brings out the caution here once again at the 25-lap Eastern States race for the Street Stock division. Johnson's towing, passing by, and even though that he was able to drive away, Johnson's towing was really just a few seconds away from towing him. Like they're right on it. So always a big supporter and always a big hard worker when it comes to these races, both at Accord and Orange County. Johnson's towing, and again, they got their channel if you want to check them out. They upload some of their clips of them towing some of the drivers that have wrecked or just broke down. They're always there. They got 2 different tow trucks on the spot, and they are ready to clear the track out for you. Green flag once again waves, and into turn number 1. It is once again Jimmy Mayer in the number 1 spot that has that lead. Really great run for him. Everything is looking really good for him as he's just been the dominator this entire race. Really, nobody's been able to really catch him here. And look at Jack Beaumont, tried to go to the outside, but now he's got competition. Tom Clutro in the number 4. He is challenging for the number 2 spot over Jack Beaumont. Jack's starting to slip back. As now they go down the backstretch. And now Tom Clutro now has the number 2 spot. Jack Beaumont slips back to 3rd. Jack's trying that outside line. It's been working for him throughout the season, but it looks like there might be a challenge again, as we've talked about. This track condition is really different compared to what we've had all season long. It is very, very slick. So you're really gonna manhandle this car to try to get it to work. And look out! Oh, Jack Beaumont goes around. Danny Carlo got into Jack Beaumont, and now they're up against the wall in turn 3. 2 fast cars that were near the front the entire day. Now their days might be limited. Danny Carlo pulls into the infield. His day might be over. Jack Beaumont's going to get his car looked at. If he's good, he can continue the race, but the only challenge is he's going to be now in the rear of the field. A tough break for Jack. A tough break for Danny Carlo. And it looks like there might have been some calamity also in turn 4. One of the turning tires are gone, but let's see what happened momentarily as we see the marching band in the area is actually playing right down on the backstretch driving. Let's take a look at what happened here as we're going to go into this replay. Oh, yeah. Danny just got right into Jack, spun him right out, and now they went to the outside wall. Before we get back to green, Danny Carlo, he's done. Jack Beaumont, he's still in it, but he's in the rear. Once again, going into turn number 1, everyone still in it like nothing happened. Jim Mayer still number 1. Tom Caluso, he's right there in the number 2 spot. As they go into turn number 3, still Jimmy Mayer just has this really good line. And it seems like everyone's able to kind of get close to him in some capacity. But then what ends up happening is they just drift back, as he just has a really, really fast car here today. The top of the field starting to get single file here as the laps continue to tick down here at Eastern States Weekend. Jaden Slate, he's going up pretty high. He's working up a lot of ground here. Really good run for him as he's starting to move up towards the field. He's still hungry for that number 1 spot. He's 3rd place right now. Look for that blue number 8, Jaden Slate. As he drifted back from a slight mishap back in that same corner as they just passed. And he went and he got all the way up, and look at that, challenging for the 2nd place position. He's trying on the outside that's really loose. I think he might have it here. He's got it. He got ahead, and now he's 2nd place. He is eyeing up Jimmy Mayer in the number 1. This kid's got a fast car, and he is looking. He is hungry for a huge victory for his racing career. Going back around, continuing this race. Jimmy, though, just has a really good line. As we've seen time and time again, they get close, but then they drift back after a little bit. As we'll see if it's the same case here, because Jaden managed to pass on the outside. That was surprising, as usually, especially with today, the outside line just wasn't working for a lot of drivers. But Jaden's trying, though. He's really trying to get up there using that line. Still strung out. Single file for the top 3. Meanwhile, behind them, everyone is just jockeying for position, and that's what's slowing them down. Especially now more than ever, you need that consistent line to get to the top. But if you're battling with everyone else and bumping, then you are not going to be able to pass, and you're going to drift back more and more. Man, Jaden Slate, he is just going back and forth, almost getting him, but then not. Oh, look out, Jaden Slate. Oh, he got a little loose again. Got into the 10 car. Lost a lot of ground, but he's still in it. Yet again, another save. Man, it looks like that corner is really starting to bite him, though, but We'll see how he does here with the remainder of this race. It ain't over until it's over. Jimmy Mayer still number 1. Jaden Slate trying to get around Walt Henry. A little tough to see there in turn 1, especially considering the dust down there. And here comes Jaden Slate once again. He's making up ground again. That car is just dialed in. Even when he makes a mistake, he comes back from it, and he passed Walt Henry, and he's creeping up again. Caution, out again. Unclear of where this caution is. Somewhere on the racetrack. Somewhere, some way. Not sure where this caution is. Looks like it might be behind the trailers. Looks like possibly it is around there. Unfortunately, we don't have a clear shot of what it is. But hopefully the situation is not as serious, as the drivers now go back on the caution laps. Looks like it wasn't that bad, as we're going to go right back to green flag racing. Getting close to the end of this race. Jimmy Mayer's just had a fantastic run all day long. As we continue now back into green flag racing, he is searching for that Eastern States win here in the street stock division. And now they go back down the back stretch. Look at that, it's Jaden Slate making up a lot of ground. He is challenging now for the third place position, wasting no time, and he's got it. And we got, oh, look at that, Walt Henry goes around. Caution waves again. Walt Henry gets turned. And Jay Pepin, unfortunately, also got the worst of that as he got trapped. Both of them, unfortunately, with fast cars, will now have to go to the rear of the field. Man, crazy. A lot of fast cars are going to the rear of the field here. A really big shakeup as we continue on here with the 25-lap feature, as it's just been a very crazy race. And we're very glad to be part of it by recording this for you as the season final for our Motorsports Hour Season 3. Gonna go green again very, very soon. Pace truck about to pull in once again. Single file as we're about to go green. Now they go back into turn number 1. Todd Caluso Jr. might be in trouble because here comes Jaden Slate right on the inside of him as he's going to try to get back to that second place spot that he was a few laps earlier, as he just made up all that ground, and caution waves. Oh, that's ugly. We got Walt Henry the 4th on the right. However, the car on the left is kind of hard to tell from here, as that car is just mangled. as we're going to wait and figure out who that is. That is the 27. George Van Arsdal in the 27 got involved in that wreck. Chassis mangled. And Walt Henry the 4th. Looks like Walt Henry the 4th. The 4 did not get a lot of damage. George in the 27 got a heavy piece per minute from what we've been told. Accident was ugly, but luckily everyone is out okay.
I think he's going to go over and make sure the kid's okay.
Just about to finish things up here on this Eastern States episode of Motorsports Hour. Again, I want to thank everyone for the ride, and also big shout outs to allmonster.com, or just known as All Monster now, Barron's Performance Warehouse, and of course recently KSR Motorsports. If you want to take a look at KSR Motorsports, they're gearing up for 2026 for their monster truck events. Be sure to go ahead and check them out at ksrmotorsports.com. And then All Monster, of course, or Monsters Are What Matters, that one is on YouTube, and also even has their podcast on Spotify. And of course, Barron's Performance Warehouse, if you want to go and get quality parts for racing and more, either go to Florida, New York, or go to Barron's.com. Give them a phone call or just order online on the website. Green flag waves once again for the Streetstocks here at Eastern States 2025. Jimmy Mayer in the number 1 has just been dialed in the entire time. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to get him here, as we're just a few laps away from 25. Jaden Slate right there in the 3rd place position. Tom Caluso right on the bumper of Jimmy Mayer, the number 1. And look at Tom going all the way on the outside. And Jaden Slate locks in the inside. And now Jaden's got the advantage. He's got spot number 2. He is once again at that spot. He is right there. And Jimmy Mayer still number 1. Jaden Slate has been close, but just hasn't been able to capitalize. But look at Tom on the outside. He's making it work. He takes back 2nd, and he's charging for 1st. Side by side for the lead, we got Jimmy Mayer. We got Tom Caluso. Meanwhile, Jaden Slate right behind both of them, peeking right in the middle. Here they come once again into turn number 3, into turn number 4. Look at that, side by side. We are almost 3 wide as Jaden Slate was just right behind. He almost got to the middle. And now Tom Caluso begins to slip back a little bit. Here comes Jaden Slate. He now is just about on the outside of Jim Mayer, the number 1. Going into turn number 3, it's starting to heat up here at Middletown. Look at that. He's going to try to make the outside work. Jaden Slate. Jaden now is at the number 1 spot. And we have a little bit of a wipeout towards the backstretch, but caution does not wave. We are still green. Jaden Slate now number 1, the first new leader in this race in its entirety. It was dominated by Jimmy Mayer in the number 1 all day long, but Jaden Slate found a way to get back up there. Tom Caluso now battling with Jimmy Mayer in the number 1 for the 2nd place position, but Jaden Slate, he is now long gone with a good amount of distance from both drivers. They continue to fight now. Clock ticks. Just a few more turns are remaining in this race. Jaden Slate right there in the number 1 spot. He's been working hard all day long. He's got Tom Caluso right there in 2nd. Jimmy Mayer dropped to 3rd place. Even then, third place still pays good. Tom Caruso right there on the rear. Jaden Slate holds on. White flag waves. Jaden Slate just has one lap left. All of this hard work that he has been doing all day long, going from second, back, then second again, back, second, back to first. He has had a lot of work done, and it paid off. Jaden Slate is going to be your winner on the Eastern States 25. The Streetstock 25-lap feature in the year 2025 goes to Jaden Slate. How about that?
Jaden Slate was able to make a couple of moves here and there.
Bobby Slate has won this race many times in his number 8. Unfortunately, the defending champion could not finish this race as he had issues with his car. He was forced to pull off the track during one of the caution laps. The Slate name remains in victory lane for the Eastern States weekend, but this time it's Jaden Slate. And you can see that car is bruised up a little bit. He had to deal with so much as he had moment after moment. And then he also went, had some mishaps, managed to recover from them, kept going back and forth, and then finally got to the number 1 spot at just the right time, defended it for a few laps, and now he officially has won in one of the craziest last few laps we've seen here at the Streetstock Eastern States 25-lap feature. Jaden now out of the car. There he is, Jaden Slate, your winner here at the 25-lap Streetstock feature. And later on, we also got to talk with Jaden Slate on his huge victory of his career.
It feels amazing. You know, it's still unfathomable. I can't believe it. You know, just like with me spinning out 2 times. You know, just thanking God, thanking all my family, friends, supporters, my sponsors, Putnam Propane, Upside Autos, everyone who really helps me, supports me. It's been a hell of a ride. So.
And now for 2026 coming up. Does this change any plans, or just game on the whole way?
It's game on. It's always been game on. You know, had a tough start for the points for Middletown. Starting off, I got DQ'd. You know, it was our own fault, and but it was consistent. We kept it consistent throughout the whole year. So it's good. I'm ready to start 2026. Really good.
What a fantastic night, and what a fantastic season Season 3 has been. 17 episodes, and we want to thank you very much for a fantastic year with memories and more. We're coming back in 2026. We're excited for it. See you guys next time, and congratulations to Jaden Slate.